So guys, welcome back to the channel. This right here is the Prime Connect wireless hard keyboard. Now the price does say $10 on the box, but they're selling it for $12 in the store. So I'm guessing that's the markup price for, I don't know, but you might be able to get it for 10 if you talk them down to it. But for me, I looked at my receipt and it said $12. Now this is a battery supported keyboard. It only takes one battery to put inside the back of it for it to work. It doesn't have multi-point. Even though it says supports multiple devices, they're referring to devices that use the 2.4 gigahertz dongle, which I will show you in a moment. Of course, it does have some decent keys right here in terms of key functionality with multimedia buttons right here, which I'll have the instructions to the side for anyone wondering when you hit the function button, how to actually, what button corresponds with what setting. So kind of keep that in mind. It's not a full keyboard, so there's that. And that's my wife is playing Cyberpunk in the background. Anyway, with that being said, $12, let's unbox this together to see if it's actually worth it. And I'm just going to talk to you about my personal experience using this keyboard and whether it's good or not and worth the asking price. So there's a couple things that we need to talk about. First, on the top left-hand corner, I'm going to leave those functionality to over there for people that's wondering how to use all the features of the keyboard. And let's just kind of move on. It's going to stay in this entire section of the video. And as a matter of fact, if you look at the instructions right here, these are the instructions of the function keys. You may not be able to see it unless you kind of zoom in the picture, but that's why I took a picture of it and put it on the left-hand side of the corner. So you guys will be able to just screenshot that if you need to, just in case you lost this. Now it comes with a dongle, of course, and I'm going to show you where that goes. If you flip the keyboard over on the back and pop this up, the dongle goes right here. I already took it out, and it has one AA battery necessary in order to make it work. The battery comes separately, so you're going to have to buy your own. I also want to say, just to be safe, there's a top button right here. This is the on and off switch right here, as you can see. Turn it on when you need it, of course. And then when you're done, just go ahead and turn it off when you're done your computer, because you want to preserve your battery. If you leave it on, it is going to drain your battery. I tested that myself. And, you know, it really depends on how long you decide to use this and how long the battery actually lasts. So the better the battery, the longer it lasts inside this device. Now, it doesn't have any form of Bluetooth or anything like that. So anything that uses this dongle will work. In addition to that, unfortunately, I don't have the piece right now, but there's a dongle that snaps onto this that turns it into USB-C. You could use that with your tablet. Now, I haven't tried it with an iPad, but I have tried it with an Android tablet and it works perfectly fine. So kind of keep that in mind. But realistically, people are probably going to use this keyboard strictly for just, you know, hooking it up to your MacBook or hooking it up to your PC itself, which I have done. And we're going to talk a little bit about that also. The bad things about it, if we're being honest, is the fact that it doesn't have those little tabs on the back that allows you to turn it into like a kickstand. Personally, I buy these little tabs from Five Below, and it'll just lift the keyboard up so it's easier to actually see. But some people, if you like it flat, it is what it is. It's not bad at all, but it does look a little cheap. Gotta be honest with you. Like when you press the buttons, they're responsive, but they're very stiff. Like for instance, if you're just typing right here, you won't make any mistakes, but I feel like resistance. Like there's times where I had to press the button a little bit harder than what I want to. And it's like, you know, it's not the best keyboard in the world. But if you're someone out there that just wants a nice looking keyboard, you're girly or whatever it is, and you just want to feminize your desk, they do have accessories that do look nice that are affordable. And this keyboard is, like I said before earlier in its video, $12, even though the box says $10. So maybe you might be able to get it at that $10 price tag at Five Below, but it is a little expensive. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I do feel like the keys, like I said, they feel very rough. Like as I press this, sometimes they're pressy, other times they give me resistance where it feels like something is underneath pushing it up immediately. So you do got to kind of press hard on some of these keys right here. And unfortunately, they do not light up. So if you're a professional typer, or if you're a person that you use your keyboard for editing and things, and you want to type fast, I don't think that this is the best keyboard in the world because there's a lot of resistance in these buttons. They're not super springy. Like once you click on them a couple times, you can see how springy they are. But when you initially hit it, it's like the keys, I don't know, let me kind of just show it to you. See how this is? It looks like the key is angled a little bit. So when you press on it, it presses in a direction of wherever you touch, and it like kind of collides with the plastic, and you can just tell how cheaply this is made. Now, I'm not going to say not to purchase this because some people won't care about that at all. But if you're a keyboard enthusiast and you try to use something like this from, let's say hypothetically, this is the keyboard that I use most of the time right here, right? And when I turn this on, well, I don't really need to turn it on because this actually lights up. This one doesn't. But when I tap these keys, they feel a whole lot much better. They feel extremely responsive. I don't feel any resistance in these keys, and they're very, very springy. I want to give you guys another example. So just give me one moment. I'm going to grab another keyboard. And again, it's not to compare keyboards that cost more. It's just to say, even if you buy cheaper keyboards, you can still find something around the $20 range or so that has better response time and feels a lot better. Like the resistance is too much. And even whenever I typed with this, I actually made mistakes because I might press the button twice, or it might register twice on its own because, you know, the response of the keys isn't that great. But let me show you another keyboard real fast. Give me a moment. Okay, so I got the keyboards. I have two of them. Now I'm going to show you something interesting. The first one right here is actually another Five Below keyboard. You guys might remember this one. And this guy actually has the knobs in the back that allow these to lift up in the back. So, you know, quality. And when you tap it, even though it feels cheap, the keyboards are a lot more responsive. Every time you tap it, there's no resistance in the keys. So every time you tap it, it goes back to its original positioning, and it doesn't feel like they're wobbling or anything like that, like this one. So this is actually made for tablets though, or anything Bluetooth. And another one is some people like clickety keys. Like this is the keyboard that my wife bought me some time ago. And you know, I'm holding on to this one. So when you see how see how responsive these keys are? They're very, very responsive. They're soft keys, meaning they're easy. Well, first off, these keys actually pop off without a problem, if we're being completely honest here. This is a much higher end keyboard that's not comparable to this one. This is much better. But the point is that even if you look around the $12, $13, $14 price range in places like Micro Center or just online in general, you're probably still going to get a keyboard with better buttons than this one. Now, again, for the person out there buying this as a gift for someone, it's not a bad gift. Don't let this discourage you from buying it. I think it looks nice. As a matter of fact, I think the other one has stars and this one has hearts. So it is a very interesting design. And they do have a mouse pad there where you shake it up. It's a wireless mouse and it's like glittery and stuff in the inside. So someone will appreciate this. Don't let this discourage you. But if we're just talking about longevity and quality, like, yeah, the keys are they feel very cheap. Like if you just tap it like this, you're perfectly fine. But if you type fast, you're going to notice that sometimes the keys feel like it gets stuck, or it feels like it doesn't register, even though it does. So you might tap the button more than once, and then when you look on the screen, there's a error, and you have to go ahead and fix that. Anyway, that's pretty much it. $12, not the worst product at Five Below, far from it. And that's pretty much all I have to say to you guys for today. So anyway, like and subscribe like always. If you want more content like this, of course, always go into the comments and talk to me about products, especially affordable ones, and I'll probably purchase it and do a review. So anyway, like and subscribe like always. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.